Hi, this is Sean Greaves, and I wanted to take a minute out to tell you about a program that I have coming up. I call it the world's easiest way to get rich in real estate. I also call it how to make $10,000 every 30 days, and you can do that. I can teach you a system on how to set yourself free. How would you like to finally quit your job, do real estate full-time, never have to answer to another boss, except your wife? No, my program is so simple, I can show you how to do that. You see, I'm an old school kind of guy. I mean, I have an internet connection and computer, and I'm just not really tech savvy. And if you've gone to any of the real estate seminars and paid money and attended webinars and bought their programs, and you've never done anything with it, I know why. It's because it's too complicated. I mean, one, you have to set up a buyer's website, and then you got to set up a seller's website, and then you have to do all kinds of mailings, and they're just so complicated that you don't even get started. I mean, you know how to do it. You know what websites to sign up for. You know who to pay on a monthly billing cycle. But it's just too complicated. My program is very simple. If you're a beginner, you're going to love this program. If you never bought a house before, you're going to love this program. If you're a veteran, you're going to love this program. You see, I've been doing real estate for 20 years now, and I've done about 3,000 deals, and business has been good. But I've been able to weed out what works and what doesn't work. And, I used to go to one seminar after the next. Maybe you've done the same thing. And it just seemed like it just didn't fit. So I just kept going and looking for something else that I could do that wasn't real complicated. So I couldn't really find exactly what I was looking for, so I put the program together myself. And I have done a lot of houses in my program. You're in and out of a house in 30 days. You can take longer if you want, but it's set up to be in and out of a house in 30 days and make $10,000. Now you can make $10,000 in 30 days and do one house a month. You could do 2 houses a month, 3 houses. That's totally up to you. It's whatever you want. It's your rules. That's why this is your business. It's a real working business. No more stumbling around trying to scrape up a deal to make a couple of bucks. There's a lot of the training programs out there teach you how to be a wholesaler. And wholesaling's great if there were hundreds of houses to buy every year. So what they want you to do is market to sellers through the mail and on the internet. And you have to spend thousands of dollars if you want the phone to ring. Well, guess what? There are guys bigger than you and companies bigger than you that are spending thousands and thousands of dollars every month to make their phone ring, and they're your competition. I don't like competition. I like to have sellers call me, and that's what my program does. We have sellers calling us. Besides, if you're getting the phone to ring and a seller calls you and you have to go to their house and beat them down on the price and deal with disgruntled sellers, I mean, that's no fun. You got to get it under contract but you really don't want to buy it. You want to flip the contract before you have to buy it. And don't forget now, you want to get the key to the house because you're going to tell them, well, I want to get my contractor over to give me some bids, and I need 60 to 90 days to close. But really, you need the keys and 60 to 90 days to market that house to try and sell it before you have to buy it. then what if you can't get a buyer? I mean, you're going to look like not very good to the seller. So that's kind of stressful. A lot of those sellers are angry. They're in a hurry. They don't want to wait 60 to 90 days. So you better have the money to buy it if you're going to wholesale. You better have enough money to outmarket all the other bigger guys, because most people are going to start out with a couple of $100 a month for marketing, when the other guys are spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. You're going to mail to the same mailing list. How can you compete with those guys? You may find a deal every now and then and make you $3,000 to $5,000. Can you quit your job making $3,000 to $5,000 maybe 2 times in a year? If you're selling pencils on a street corner, yeah, you could probably quit your job. But most of us aren't. We need to make money. So wholesaling is out. I'll tell you the next way that most of the trainings out there are teaching people how to do real estate. And that is to get people to sell you their house and let you take over their payments. Now, how many sellers are you going to come across that are willing to do that? Now, I'm not saying they're not out there, but how many sellers are you going to find to be able to make a good living doing that model? I mean, really, if somebody's going to let you take over their payments, most of the time, I'm not saying every single time, but almost every time, that house needs repairs, they're behind on their payments, they're behind on their real estate taxes. So that means you've got to come up with money to catch all that up, fix the house, or try and sell that contract to somebody else that wants to put up all that money and make a couple $1,000s. Or go contact somebody who's tired of their rentals and ask them, can you sell me your house, nothing down, I'll take over your payments. How many deals are you going to find in a year's time that you're going to be able to quit your job? It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. You are going to have to buy houses. You got to buy them. You got to fix them up and sell them. But we don't sell retail. That's the beauty of the way that my program works. I want you to quit your job fast. Run this like a business. You can stop selling your life off by the hour to an employer. That's the worst way to make a living, because there's only so many hours in a day that you can sell and get paid for. So you've got to stop selling your hours for dollars. You'll never get ahead. I want you to be financially independent. I want you to be your own boss. I want you to get rich doing real estate. You know, there's people that want to go out and buy a franchise, like say a sandwich shop. And you might spend $100,000 buying a franchise. You have to go rent a storefront, get the equipment, hire employees, work 80 hours a week and deal with customers and employees and food that goes bad, and you'll be lucky to make $60,000 a year. What you're doing is you're buying yourself a job and you have no free time. With my model, you're going to have so much free time. Replacing your income will be very easy. You'll be able to do that really fast. If you're making, I don't know, let's just say $40,000 a year, and you're making $10,000 every 30 days, double it up, do 4 houses in 2 months, and you've replaced your income. Take the rest of the year off. But I got a warning for you. Once you start doing this model, it's really addictive. You're going to want to do more and more houses because the money just comes in. I'm not saying it just comes in without doing anything. You have to earn money and you have to create value so people will give you their money. And that's what we do, is we create value. This is your business. Take your life back. That's what I want you to do. You own your life. You know, I have a student that he called me up. He's like, Sean, I just want more free time to spend with my family. I mean, I'd like to take my daughter to school in the morning, and I'd like to pick her up after school. I want to be there. I want to enjoy life with my wife and my child. But he was working 60 to 70 hours a week at a big box store. I told him, this model will set you free. That's what it does. I have a lot of students that have quit their jobs pretty quick. And you'll meet those people. So let me show you the most easiest way to do real estate that really works so you can quit your job and enjoy life. No more talking to disgruntled sellers. My program is set up to have sellers call us asking us to buy their houses. Wow, how crazy is that? I love it. You don't have to chase down any more deals where there's no money in it. I'll teach you how to evaluate every deal before you buy it to see if it's even worth doing. And if it isn't, then you can talk the seller down till the numbers work for you, or you walk away. There's so many deals to choose from. You don't ever have to wonder, are you going to find a good deal? I remember when I quit my job, I was sure I would never be able to find another deal as long as I lived. Before I quit my job and I was doing real estate, I could find deals right and left. But for some reason, I thought old Mr. Murphy out there with Murphy's Law was going to set me up to where I couldn't find another deal. Guys, I'm telling you, there are so many deals out there, you never have to worry about finding a deal. You just got to choose which one you want. Which one are you going to make the most money on? There's no complicated contracts that you have to use. There's no websites. Thank God there's no websites. Everybody tells you got to have a website. You don't need a website to do this. It's so simple. You need one house at a time, but you're probably going to want to do 2 or 3 houses at a time after a while. And the more money you have, you'll start branching out, doing all different kinds of deals, and you'll be blown away that the deals will just start falling in your lap. So we don't do high-end houses. We don't spend $50,000 or $100,000 fixing up houses. We're in and out of a house in 2 weeks. Very low stress. Matter of fact, we buy the lower-end houses in the rental areas. The rental areas is where we buy. It's no stress. It's not seasonal like retail deals. You're never going to want to do real estate any other way. There's going to be no appraisals, no inspections, whole house inspectors. Those guys kill more retail deals than anybody else. I'll show you where the buyers are. There's tons of buyers. I'll show you their names and addresses and their phone numbers. I'll show you who's going to buy your houses. Here's the deal in business. If you create enough value, people will line up at the door to buy what you have. And that's what we do. We create value so our buyers want to buy from us. And they will continue to buy. They buy over and over as soon as you get a house done. I have several students that they pre-sell their houses. Before they even buy them, they have their buyers go take a look at the houses, and they tell them if they'll buy it when it's done. You can do the same thing. It's not that hard. This business model doesn't require a lot of money. I'll show you where to get the money to do this business. It requires very little money on your part, and I'll show you how to get the money. This is truly the easiest way to get rich in real estate. It's your own business. It's a real business. If you've been stumbling around in real estate, you know you don't have a real business because you can't quit your job. If you bought a course and you get home or you study it and you find out, ooh, this is so complicated, I don't even know where to start. I've got that fixed for you. You come to my training on a Saturday and a Sunday. On Monday, you will be hitting the bricks, making the phone ring, making things happen. You need a house. I show you how to have the sellers call you. That's the first thing. You get the sellers to call you. It's very easy, and it doesn't cost any money. We don't have to send out postcards and spend thousands of dollars dealing with these people. So here's the deal. You're going to start making money. When you start making a lot of money, I'm going to show you what to do with it to make money off of your money without having to work for it. I'll show you how to make it just start bringing money into you. I'll show you how to be a private lender so you can go out and finance other people and you get mailbox money. How great is that? Or you're going to do cherry deals where you're going to want to keep them because the equity spread is so big. You're making monthly cash flow and the equity spread is huge so that you can sell it down the road, pay for your college tuition, your kids' college tuition. It's totally up to you. That's what's great about this business. It's your rules. It's whatever you want to do. You make as much or as little as you want, have as much free time as you want. This is the best model to do real estate. So this is what I want you to do. At the bottom of this page, I have my email address. And I want you to give me a holler, and I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you to make sure this is a good fit. If it's not a good fit, I'm going to tell you straight up this is not for you. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but send me an email, give me your name and your phone number, and a couple of good times to call you back. I want to call you and talk to you and find out if this is a good fit for you. You're going to love this model. This is the only way that I do business, buying and selling houses. It's so easy. You can do it too. Shoot me an email and I'll talk to you later.